Yo, what is up? It's your boy Kāijin. Subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. So today we are reviewing it. Oh, wrong channel. If you haven't watched part 1, look in the comments or descriptions for the link. Well, let's get into the video.
Load up on guns, bring your friends, fun to do. Pretend she's overboard, the self-assured. Oh, the dirty word. Hello, 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 hello.
I like him Canyon. And this would've, Naruto would not have the Nine Tails set on him. Why? Because simply he'll be too overpowered. And Naruto will have a sister Natsumi because I'm tired of hearing, oh, Mito. But she would be like an Nezuko in a sense, because she'll have the Nine Tails. You may be mad, but Naruto will still be strong, with or without the Kyuubi sealed on him. Sorry for that, that was just a ringer. We start the story off at Naruto vs Sasuke in the academy, due to academy proportions. Naruto grades will be, he will get a B+ in Taijutsu, a C+ in the writing exams, being smarter than some of Minato's IQ, and get an E in ninjutsu due to the shadow clones. Lastly, Iruka would do the 1v1s. He will put Naruto and Sasuke together to fight, and he will ask them to form a unison sign. But Naruto would just scoff. Natsumi will be rooting for Naruto, but Sakura tell her to shut up because Naruto is never gonna win. Natsumi and Wombo, you just watch, forehead. Sakura and the rest of the fangirls would cheer for Sasuke. Go! Iruka would yell, and the second Naruto would be down on his back, while Sasuke scoffed at Naruto and chuckled. Everyone would laugh at with Iruka, except Natsumi and Hinata. Iruka would chuckle too. Naruto would get angry, jump in the gate, and leave him like cannon. But this time he would go to a mountain. He could barely breathe due to the altitude, but he still would walk, almost passing out until you see a kendo dojo. Immediately knocking on the door to see a man with a blue clouded shirt and a red mask. Surprise. Naruto would then die, while most adults would pass out. He admired the will of Naruto and immediately would take him in, serving him coffee. Naruto would tell him he's kind and he treated him better than all of the villagers, except Natsumi and Hiruzen, his Gigi. Well, what's your name? I'm Naruto. What's your name? Never thought you asked. Well, my name is Mizu. Officially, you're now my disciple. Really? He jumped up and down. But yes, you'll have to go through a trial to prove yourself worthy. Fight my senior disciple, Kaito. Sensei, you want me to fight this 6-year-old? Hey, actually I'm 5. No difference, kid. Shut up. I'll go easy on you. If I win, you leave the dojo. You worthless. Before he could say that, Mizu would stop him. Mizu, how about this? If I win, you leave the dojo. And if you win, I'll give you my greatest katana. Being cocky and overconfident in his abilities, Mizu would say, go! Naruto would grab the tilt of his wooden sword and swing, but to be easily blocked. Kaito would swing at Naruto so fast that Naruto would smirk and copy his ability just by seeing it, standing up and swinging in the swirl, shocking both Mizu and Kaito. Kaito thought it was a fluke and used another technique, kendo style, corrosion slash, creating body flickers and hitting Naruto. Naruto couldn't block and took a hit that limited his moves. Kendo style, corrosion slash, Kaito chuckled when Naruto got into the stance. Mizu looked closely anticipating Naruto. Naruto will finish the technique slashing at Kaito with raw speed, not be able to use the body flicker. Remember, his dad was the 4th Hokage, so he could've been kinda fast. This will shock both Kaito and Mizu. Mizu will say, "Give this kid my katana. He haven't touched his sword, but made me use 50% of my power. I've been training with you for a year. Yes, this kid is truly a prodigy." Naruto would get the dojo katana Shibikawa. Naruto would jump up and down with Mizu and Kaito laughing. Naruto would be put through many trials over the years. He would hide in the shadows and check up on Natsumi because he saw Hiruzen wasn't doing his job from time to time. Defeating bandits, testing his power on the bullies that hurt Natsumi. He would turn 10, finally completed his last training. His last try was to cut a boulder in half. He would slice it in half, like Tanjiro did, while Mizu says, "I guess it's time to teach you my last technique. The water breathing technique." He would give Naruto a chakra paper. The paper would damp and split in half, indicating Naruto has wind and water release. Because Mizu explained to him that Mizu would be glad that Naruto had water release to teach him. Cause Kaito, his last student, died. So yeah. Red Bozo. He would give Naruto the instructions to unlock water technique. Number 1, you need to infuse chakra into your lungs, increasing your breathing, your water, to make the breathing. 2, train your breathing, showing Naruto a guard. Naruto asks Mizu if he can infuse wind release into his lungs to increase his technique power while emitting water release. Yes, but you need to train your wind release. And your breathing or your lungs will pop. I saw too many of my students going out like that, giving off a Kakashi type vibe. I advise you to train with the gourd to get better. Naruto will get right into it. He will breathe and breathe, breaking a small gourd, already seeing the difference, noticing he could breathe in that altitude, even in the mountains. Going to the medium gourd, taking more longer and almost passing out, but his will was unbreakable, finally popping and needing to take a break. After an hour, he would go into the big gourd. Mizu was shocked how far Naruto progressed. Naruto thanked him for the compliment. He said that, "Naruto, you already had a big lung capacity." He started with the big gourd, breaking in little time. Mizu told him he was ready for water breathing, showing him how to perform the first move. First form, water surface slash, slashing on one of the logs, decapitating his head. He performed it, infusing the wind chakra into his head, making it more deadly, slicing all the way into his waist. And it was a lung, not a real person. Mizu was shocked at this destructive power. He would teach Naruto the forms, all 10 of them. He would learn them in no time, being a prodigy. Well, 6 months, and finally returning home. Whoa, this is where we're going to end it off. Sorry for that cliffhanger. 10 likes for part 2. And if you want another part, comment. See you tomorrow.